All right. So I'll ask some theory-based questions in React now. So can you explain about React? Why it's so popular?
React is a JavaScript library. You mainly focus on the user interface development, user interfaces.
Hi folks, කොහොමද? ඉතින් ඔයත් මේ දවස්වල ඉන්ටර්විව් එකක් බලන් ඉන්න කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, ෆ්‍රෙෂ් ග්‍රැජුවේට් කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, එහෙම නැත්නම් එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් තියෙන ඩෙවලොපර් කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ හැමෝටම ගොඩක් ලොකු ඇඩ්වාන්ටේජ් එකක් වෙයි කියලා හිතනවා මේ වීඩියෝ සීරීස් එක. මීට අමතරව ඉන්ටර්විව්ස් වලදී අහන මේන් කන්සෙප්ට්ස් එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරලා මම සිංහලෙන් වෙනම වීඩියෝ සීරීස් එකක් කරගෙන යනවා. ඉතින් ඒකත් බලන්න. ඒ වගේම මොක් ඉන්ටර්විව් එකකට පාර්ටිසිපේට් කරන්න ඕන නම් පල්ලෙහින් කමෙන්ට් එකක් දාන්න. channel එක subscribe කරලා දිගටම සෙට් වෙලා ඉන්න.
Not like a framework. That is a component-based architecture using the React. It's using the real DOM, virtual DOM for the update in the and yeah, that's a component-based architecture using the React.
So you mentioned about the virtual DOM. Can you explain more about that? So what is virtual DOM and what does it do?
The document object model, it's a real DOM and virtual DOM. In the React, mainly differs. Important part is virtual DOM, because when the updating the structure of the HTML, and the firstly React update virtual DOM, and when it's differ from the actual DOM, it's only changes of the that's virtual DOM only. That's the very fast rendering happen when the using the React in the project.
Okay. So have you used work with functional components or class-based components?
Mainly use functional component.
Okay.
Because
Yeah. Go ahead.
Functional component, it's easy to return the JSX to return. When using class component, we have to render using render method to return the JSX.
Okay. So what do you mean by J6?
JSX is a JavaScript syntax extension. It is the type to code HTML like code in the Java within JavaScript.
Okay. So do you think like the browser can understand this J6?
No, JSX can't understand browser. It's used to library name uh, Babel used to convert this JSX to the understand for the browser.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Can you explain the difference between state and props?
Yeah, state mean it's the data in the component. When state data change in the component, is React understand and change the component from the data. When its state means component data in the components. It's when state in the React, we can manage the data like a state using the hooks, React hooks, like use state, use effect, or the manage the this status. And the props mean properties. Properties means when we can pass the properties from the parent class to the child class, like arguments like that.
Okay. Okay. So can we change the state and props inside these components?
Uh, can you
Can we change the state inside the component? So you
Yes, we
told
can.
that the state is the data inside a component. So you told like that. So can we
Yeah.
change that data, the state?
Uh, we can't change this state when browser when the user using the application is changing that state change.
Okay. So what about props? Can we change the prop values inside a component?
No, we can't change prop values.
Okay. Okay. So we can move to the next question. Have you heard about the like you mentioned about the hooks? So what kind of hooks you have used?
Use state, I used effect,
Okay, so
like that.
okay, why we are using use effect?
Use effect mean when the thing user change like uh, when exampling uh, ordering some clicking to order some product in the product catalog, it's automatically update the cart. It's like that when we click this but product adding button, it's automatically update the cart component.
Okay.
That's a side effect of the that's click.
Mm-hmm. So how do you handle that in the code with use effect? Can you explain? You told that the example. So how do you handle that in the code level?
uh, it's gone to explain.
Okay, okay. No worries. We can move to the next section. Um, so you told that we can pass. Can we pass data from parent component to children components?
Parents component to children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using what?
uh, Props.
Okay. So can we pass data from children components to parent components?
No, we can't pass children to parents. Only can parent class to children.
So you're saying there is no other way, like no way to pass data
Uh,
from children to parent.
it's have one way. I can't remember
Okay,
style.
okay, no worries. We can move to the next question. So how you handle the navigation part in React?
Navigate it's a navigate between components. We use routes,
Okay,
React routes.
all right, okay. Can you explain about React routers? Like what kind of it has some elements in code level. Do you remember?
Yeah, it's like routers. It's not that
Okay,
much
okay,
knowledgeable.
okay. Yeah, no worries. So, what are high order components?
I have no idea about that.
hmm Have you heard about PO components in React?
Uh, no,
Okay, no worries. Have you heard about prop drilling?
no.
Okay. Mm, so, any other hooks you have used or use other than use effect and use state?
Uh, that's two effects are mainly used and use navigate like some use effect use.
So, how did you handle the API calls in your projects?
Uh, I am handling using Axios for the API handling
Mhm.
and for the connected backend.
Okay, so Why did you go with Axios? Like we can use the default fetch method also. So is there any reason, like, or do you identify like any advantages using Axios?
No, I use Axios from beginning with the first project, and I use Axios to
Okay.
use other projects.
What kind of methods you have used for API code? You know, to to deal with data management, basically
Sorry. Get post put like method to use to
Okay.
put the data and from the database.
All right. Okay. Mm, so how can we like optimize performance of the application?
Uh, for the optimize the performance, we can reduce the um, let's remove the unnecessary codes and write the code in the correct with the comments and correct syntax.
Okay. Any other way?
Furthermore, no, I know about that thing.
Okay. Okay. Have you used map functions?
Uh,
How did you render
I
maybe like,
use
for example, let's say we have a list. So how do you render that list to the browser?
I have no idea about that.
Okay. Um, so when it comes to like, have you heard about map in JavaScript map function?
Yeah,
Uh, can you explain what why we are using map function? What it does?
function used for the mathematical purpose.
Not really. I'm asking about map, not math.
Map. It's using for the arrays mapping. For
Okay.
the when using a list or like of array, we can access the uh, array elements from the math function map
No.
function.
Mhm. So why specifically the map? Like we have some other methods also. Can you give me some example for similar methods?
uh, no,
Have you used for each?
uh, yes, I use but I can't remember.
Okay, now okay, okay. Mm, so have you heard about life cycle methods in React?
Yeah, I heard about some uh,
Can you briefly explain
something
the
about
life
that.
cycle of the component?
uh, Life cycle method, it's not idea about that much idea about that.
Okay. Mm, okay. Um, so have you used arrow functions in your project?
Yeah, arrow function.
What is
Yeah,
the difference between arrow function and a regular function?
arrow function used to um,
So what is the main difference? Like why we are using arrow functions basically in the code?
It's very simply to use
Okay.
than normal function.
Okay.
Yes, we
So
have to.
mm, okay. So do you know the difference between valet and const?
Yeah. Uh, Const mean we can't change uh, values after define.
Mhm.
Uh, let keyword used after ex module 5, I think after 2015. Why using from the beginning? It's using for the use for the define the uh, strings like that.
Mhm. Okay. So, um, all right. Mm, do you know about hoisting in JavaScript?
Uh, can you repeat it?
And do you know the hoisting concept?
No, no
Okay.
idea about it.
Okay. Mm, all right. Have you heard about Redux or context API?
Yeah, I heard about Redux, but not much use that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So, what is the difference between local storage and session storage?
Uh, Local storage mean when the user log in the application, uh, it's store the token for the user in the local storage. In the session mean when the after session expired, mean user log out, uh, its session is removed and not to store any session token for the user for other logins. In the local storage, we can use like cache when we are logging again and again, password storing in the local storage like that.